Hello, everybody. How are you guys today? I'm here. I got my YouTube lipstick on. I got my hair doing whatever it wants because that's the way it rolls. And I'm just like, okay. And we're trying to go live via YouTube. So hopefully that'll work for us. I am going to work on making a zipper pouch today, I think. I've already got a little bit of it started here. And I've been working on crumb quilting, doing some scrap sewing today. And a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And subscribers only because the crazies are out there. So, tech support's floating around here doing his thing. So, I have got my iron plugged in, and I have got all my little pieces cut. My zipper pouch is 7x7, and I made tabs. Hey, Tracy, how are you? And I made tabs for the end of my zipper. I don't know how well they work because I made my zipper too long. I am here. I'm here. And how are you doing today? I'm good. Have you been cross stitching? Doing everything? Are you working on your secret project or your princess project today? I have to give it a second because the delay is like 15 seconds or something. He's out of town working, so you get to work on Mr. Darth Vader, huh? We'll have to. I've been exhausted. I've been going to bed at like 8 o'clock. Go ahead. Are you harassing the dog with string?
Yes.
Oh. Wayne's picking on the dog with string. It just rained here, so I was like, is it going to work? Is it going to go live? I'm going to turn you a little bit. That's really early for me. Let's see if I can do this. Well, hello, Agnes. How are you today? Tracy says, hi, honey. Hello, he says. I had someone ask me if I had a video about a zipper pouch yesterday, and I was like, I don't think so. So, I am basically making a zipper pouch so that I can try. Did you hear him say hi back, Tracy? Trying to get that zipper pull out of my way. Do that part, and then I'll go. All right, now I can move the zipper pull. I have one with a like strap on it for a zipper pouch. So, and my night bot, so you won't be able to type the word troll. I know you saw the video from earlier. Agnes, what are you doing today? I'm just piddling, basically. Making a zipper pouch, and I did some crumb sewing earlier. And did I see you? No, it was Anita that I saw over there at Marie's Scrappy Creations last night. zippers are zippers pretty much. I sometimes I'm really good at being able to put zipper tabs on, and sometimes I really stink at it. You're 16 by 3 short. So you're 48 short. Did I do math in a hurry and actually accomplish anything? On my zipper, I don't know if you guys can see that. I made a little mark right here in the middle. Ugh. I make flying geese by making HSTs, so half square triangles, and then I make the half square triangles into flying geese. I am not good at doing them the traditional way. One of the reasons that I like those quilt builder card block things so well is because I can look at those and come up with different ways to make the blocks. Which pattern are you making, Agnes? Just because I'm nosy. You're making 8 at a time? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm a big fan of anything that's no waste, especially when it comes to fabric, because fabric is so doggone expensive. And I'm letting you guys see what I'm doing because it seems like that makes sense. I mean, you can look at my face anytime. And I didn't change out my foot on my Juki. I'm just using the 1/4 inch foot. It seems to work fine for me. Then I'm going to go in here and move my zipper pull. Down past my presser foot. I have to turn it a little bit. And yet it never fails. I get on a live, my nose itches, my head itches, or I cough, right? Hey, Stephanie. Sassy Steffi. Sassy Steffi has a new project going too that I can't wait to see. She tried it out this morning and I missed the live. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out. And she'll tell us about it if she wants to. Ugh. Steph is making 4-star general. Was that right, Stephanie? And she was showing the border block last night. And it is tiny and super intricate. Is that similar to what you're messing with right now, Agnes? My girls. All right. And I don't know about you, but I usually do so the lining isn't caught in the top stitch by the zipper. But on this one, I'm doing it with the lining caught in the top stitch because it's a little bitty pouch. And I don't want that lining to move at all. So that's all sewn up. Agnes, part of getting better at quilting is taking on things that you're kind of like, I don't know if I can do this. And finding out that yes, you can do that. So I think it's great that you've taken on something that's challenging. I was going to say above your skill level, but I'm sure it's not. But it's challenging, and that's a big thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm making my right sides touch each other and my wrong sides touch each other. Or my right sides of my outer piece touch each other and my right sides of my lining piece touch each other. And I'm trying to do this in easy language. Yeah, I like using pre-mades for zipper pockets. And that's the exact reason, is because it's smaller. But I had the person who asked me for this zipper pouch pattern wanted it for a young sewer, like a 12-year-old. Oh, Agnes, that's terrible because sometimes those patterns are not friendly, are not user friendly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my zipper here at this, where the two pieces meet, and I'm going to fold it so it folds towards the inside or towards the lining. And before I get too far on that zipper, I have to go in and open it so I can turn this out. Reach in through there and do that. I know you were going to remind me about that, Tracy, right? Agnes, obviously it wasn't more than you can handle because you're doing it. You're doing it, girl. So that is half the battle. All right, and then lay my zipper down and put in another pen. I guess I didn't cut my lining as square as I thought. Hey, 5 months is good for a challenging quilt. 5 months is really good. 4-star general revisited. Was there an original 4-star general, Stephanie? I always feel dumb. And I always forget to ask that. Now, what I like to do is opening, to be able to turn things through. And you can use pens to do that, like regular size. But for me, it seems to work better if I have a physical mark on it. Because by the time I get all the way sewn around there, the zip is open. Yes. Tracy, you're so silly. But by the time I get all the way back around there, I might forget that I'm supposed to do that. So I'm going to start down here at the bottom on one side of that mark. And I'm going to sew, and I'm going to backspace. Back stitch. I always call it backspace. Must be a typing thing. And I swear I haven't heard the word backspace since secretarial school in the 80s. And I am pulling my pins out before the needle gets there. I'm going to slow down and go over where my zipper is. And I put zipper tabs on mine because I didn't want the zipper all the way out in the seam. Pull my pen before I get there. And I'm doing between 1/4 and 1/2 inch seam allowance. probably air for bigger. Hey, Kim. Miss Kim. Thank you for being here. I know you're not feeling well today, honey. You guys want to hear my great news? I got an... Well, hello, Shirley. I got an email from somebody yesterday about the manger quilt pattern, the one that Stephanie's working on. And I was talking about it in a live a while back, saying that I was having a hard time finding it. The only place I had found it was on eBay, and I was hoping to be able to find it where I could buy it directly from the actual seller, or the person who wrote the pattern. And I have emailed that lady, and she has not responded. Of course, she may not be able to respond. It may not be something that she worries about these days since she's retired. I did try to call, but I didn't get an answer, so I haven't tried again. I probably should. Anyway, I got an email from somebody who said that they had the pattern. Okay, Steph. And they're going to send me a copy of it. I'm like totally thrilled because I feel guilty if I make that pattern without actually having the pattern. You know what I mean? Not that I just feel like it might actually be a copyright issue. So I really wanted to have a copy of that pattern before I start making it, even though I know that, the rules are you can actually do it. I could actually draw my own picture and do it, but I really wanted a pattern. So yes, I'm absolutely thrilled, and thank you very much, Jill, for the offer of the pattern. And yeah, I'm happy about that. So I'm just turning my little zipper bag out. I don't want that edge to come out all the way. Hello, Colleen. Hey, the hubby calling is more important than anything on YouTube. Sorry. Go talk to him. All right. So I'm turning my little zippers out. So I'm making sure that all of my corners are pushed all the way out. And I did trim the corners a little bit just to get bulk off of them. And I'm double checking right here at all my seams to make sure that everything got caught in my seam allowance like it was supposed to. And it did. And now that I know that everything got caught, I'm going to pull my lining back out just a hair. And I'm going to sew up that hole in the lining. Now, there's a couple of different ways to sew up a hole in the lining. You can do it by hand. Or the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to fold it over here so that everything is folded in. And then I'm going to just sew back and forth right along the seam here. And make sure it's sewed up really well so that nothing goes through the lining. Because if you're making a zipper pouch, you're probably making it to hold stuff. And you want the stuff held inside the pouch and not between the lining and the outside. Colleen making the Nightbot go through his paces. And all sewed up. And I started with 7-inch lining piece and 7-inch exterior, 2 of each. and it's ending at 6.5 by 6.25, which means I took a little bit wider seam allowance on the sides than I did on the top. But there's my little zippery pouch. And you could use that to hold anything. I don't know if I'll use it to hold anything. I may throw it in my purse for something. But yeah, make sure you get everybody up there. Make sure somebody puts Miss Kim in there. I know she doesn't have a channel, but I like to brag on my moderators because my moderators are the best. I got the best of the best. And Miss Kim is the undisputed queen of troll hunters. She's even faster and better than the Nightbot. So she does a good job. But it's just leftover fabric, Colleen. Yes, but I have good mods. My mods make sure things get put in there. They make sure that trolls get caught. And they make sure that the chat is fine. Yeah, Agnes, it's just a little bag. And because I had someone specifically ask about how to make it, did I have a tutorial for how to make a zipper pouch? I thought, well, let me go ahead and do one on a live because it's fairly easy. And I may do a video for that. But I did one with a strap, and I think that one without a strap would just be overkill. But if I can, now that I've got it on a live, I can always send somebody to it and tell them to watch the first 20 minutes or so. And that way they'll be able to make their own thing. Okay, Stephanie, you have a great day. He is more important than us. I'm sorry, but he is. All right, I'm going to move you guys back over so you can see me. Hello, I hear. And put a little iron on my bag. I used a piece of sheet for the inside of it, and I just went in my scrap bin for that purple fabric. That's something I got from So Yeah a while back. The purple is. And I've just been using it here and there. I made a little purse out of it. I think I got a yard of it. Maybe it was in a basics box. I don't remember for sure. I don't know where the purse is either right now. Probably in my sewing room. Because where I'm at is just kind of the dining room of my house being converted. Let me unplug this iron. Before I burn myself on it, I got myself with the cordless iron the other day, guys. I actually managed to burn my arm. I think it's all healed up now, but I laid my, I didn't interface the outer fabric on this one just because it was a quick little pouch. But you could, obviously you could. But I wasn't planning on using this for anything super in need of interfacing. And if I was going to interface anything in this bag, I would probably actually interface the lining and not the outer. And the reason is because that lining is sheet fabric. Hello, Sylvia. Kim, that bag you just made is adorable. And all of your little attachments and wallets and all that are all very cute. She used some retro, is it Nerf's fabric, Kim? Right. This was just, a quick little simple pouch so somebody can do. Yes, Colleen, I know you have a plan. I'm thrilled about it. Actually, can I talk about it, Colleen, or do you want to leave it as a surprise? I'm not going to tell any secrets or anything. You'll get the short up. Okay. When I first started looking at these, let me get them in the thing. Colleen and I were talking about, awesome, Kim. You can't keep a secret. Colleen and I were talking about doing these together, or not together, like not on the same live, but each of us doing the blocks from them. And this is copyrighted 2018 by C&T Publishing. But we were talking about each of us taking our own spin at doing each block because the directions that are on the blocks aren't always the easiest to follow. So we had talked about it. I started, and Colleen had kind of been like, I'll do it when I get to it. Okay, no problem. We'll do that. And so now she's decided that she might go ahead and start doing them now. Yeah, some are very obscure, Tracy, and some of them are uh, they're done old fashioned or old style is the best I can call them, where they have you cut everything in bias, like cut all your triangles and squares in half and then put them back together. I don't like sewing on bias edges. I am a puller, I pull and I don't want my blocks to stretch. And that's what they would do if I sewed on bias edges. So I've been doing mine using other techniques I know to get to the same thing, best I can call it, the same result. So I'm making a specific size of block exactly because there's a lot of ways to accomplish anything, right? You can do it exactly like the block shows it, or you can do like I do and do magic HSTs, which is where you get 8 or 16 at one time. Or you could do it where you cut out and you make 2 half square triangles at a time. And on some of the blocks, I am doing it that way. Just depends on what the block is. And when I look at it, what seems to be the easiest way. Awesome, Sylvia. I think that's awesome. Exactly, Colleen. I know you have been because I have everybody brings their own knowledge to doing it. And I think that would be great, Sylvia. The only thing you just can't show their directions. And I know that some of you saw my video I put up earlier today. I am just laughing short up in 3 minutes. Awesome, Colleen. Because the troll decided to troll and didn't do a very good job of it. But they put information on them. Hey, Lori, how are you? They put up enough information that I sent it. I'm doing 10 and a half, Sylvia. That's what I'm aiming for is 10 and a half. You could do whatever size you want. And one of the reasons I'm not showing their directions is because they have it from 6. Yeah, I know, Kim. It is unfortunate. But they've been reported to the proper authorities, and we'll see what they do. And we'll just leave it there. Attorneys General, Federal Trade Commission, YouTube. So I'm betting that troll person gets sent away. Sylvia, you don't have to do 10 and a half. You can do whatever size you want, from 6 inch up to 16 or 30 or whatever. Exactly. And that's what I did. So, but anyway, so I'm working on those blocks. I've got another video coming out soon. If she could stop this one, she sure would, Sylvia, because this one I'm still rolling my eyes. I'm still rolling my eyes. And the other thing I've been doing today is I have been scrap sewing some of the stuff. This is my baggie of stuff that's out here. Exactly, Colleen, and I'm over it. So I've been sewing my little pieces together. Oh, there's a video up, Tracy. You can, but I will tell you, that's not a problem. I told all of YouTube this morning. But I just have been sewing, a bunch of little pieces together. I was actually hoping to get enough of these pieces put together to put to make that into my little baggie today, but I wasn't that quick. So I've been putting them together and ironing them and then pulling more stuff out of my bag. That's where the purple came from. See? That purple's in my bag going. And that's where the sheet lining came from. Yes, I am seeing the Incredible Hulk too. See, and there's a story I read. I don't know if it was on Facebook or where I saw it, but it was this little old lady hasn't seen her grandson in years. And somehow one day she summons a demon. And bear with me, this is not a religion story. Somehow she summons a demon, and the demon shows up, and the lady's eyesight's bad. And she thinks the demon is her grandson, all dressed up in some punk rock goth stuff. And so she makes the demon a sandwich. And he's like, "You're not afraid of me?" She's like, "Oh, I couldn't be afraid of my grandson." And so the demon comes regularly to visit this lady, and she makes him sandwiches and treats him like her grandson, blah, blah, blah. And when her life is over, he's sitting there and he's holding her hand and he says, "I'm not your grandson." And she says, "I know you're not my grandson, but you look like you could use good feeding." And I keep thinking every time I hear that story, I kind of think of Kim, because Kim's version of making you feel better is she did this morning for me. She sent me recipes for food, for things she thought I would think was delicious. And I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet." But that's Kim's love language, food. She's always making food for her family, for her friends, for her daughter, her daughter and their kids. And I think she wants to feed everybody. Hi, Mona. How are you today? Yes, I love Kim too. But I thought that was sweet because she started PMing me food recipes earlier. And I was sitting there and I was going, "Now this is so sweet." And I get it. I get that it's her love language. But that made me think of it. That made me think of that story. So, yes, Kim wants to feed everybody. I'm good, Mona. I'm good. I was just talking about Miss Kim, who's always trying to feed all of us. And she always has the best recipes. Yeah, and I bet you would too, Kim. Add some more water to the soup, a couple extra taters. It'll stretch. Yep. That's a Southern thing. I can't believe you're not Southern, that you didn't like come from the South, because that's the one thing we do is we feed people. You leave our houses hungry, it's because you didn't eat. It's not because we didn't put it out there for you. I used to laugh at my mom for that. "Oh, those pre-lemon potatoes sound really good." And I have potatoes on the counter that need to be used too. So that's definitely on my agenda for later today. Whoops, I moved the mouse. And Mona, the first video I go to for Mona, okay? Yeah, feeding people is what we all do. First video I go to for Mona, I'm like, it's her live. And I didn't even realize it was a subscriber giveaway. So there were 3 of us there, and all 3 of us won something. I'm like, "Mona, thank you so much." But she's a lot of fun to watch. I've gone and watched a couple of other videos now, and it's on my list of things to do today. Denver's close enough. Denver's close enough to the South, Kim. Okay, you're a Southerner then. That's why you feed everybody. Yep. And I'm sorry, I hadn't got her into the bot yet, Colleen. But it was fun at Mona's channel. If you guys haven't checked out Mona already, please go check her out. Oh, that's sweet, Mona. And I emailed her because I won bowl cozies, and I don't ever use bowl cozies because I always use pot holders and put little loops on mine. And the grandkids steal my pot holders as fast as I make them. So, I always use pot holders. Yeah. And so I don't ever use bowl cozies. So I told her, I said, just tuck them in, the package for somebody else. And she's like, well, do you want a tote bag instead? And I'm like, really? I wasn't, you know, I wasn't trying to deny the gift. That's not the problem. I just was like, I don't want to take them and then somebody else could use them. Yeah, you really should, Mona. That would be awesome. Yes, she is. And she was fun to watch, her and Haley. And was your dog's name Goober, Mona? I swear, I think that's what she said his name was. It was something. She called him Goober, Gooby. And maybe I have the dog completely confused. Goober and Henry are your dogs. Okay, Goober, I think, is the one that came in while we were watching. I was all snuggled up, and Colleen's like, come in here to this live chat. There's only a few people. So I came in, and then she was doing the giveaway. But she was fun to watch. It was a whole lot of fun to watch. So I'm looking forward to seeing some more videos from her. I'm not that fun. She was just hilarious. And then she showed us a sneak peek, or her daughter did, of the other side of her room. We've all got that side of our room that's nice and clean and pretty, and we want on camera. And then her daughter turned it around to show us what the rest of the room looked like. And yeah, I just laughed. It was so funny. Mona was just like, oh no. Hello, Stephanie, and how are you today? Oh, yeah, Kim, that is awesome that he got your computer back up and running. And Stephanie, I missed your Saturday Night Live because I went to bed at 8 o'clock on Saturday. I need to go back and watch it. I watched all of Yvette's Wednesday night and all that fabric. Oh, if you guys didn't see Yvette's fabric haul from Command that word, I'm definitely into fabric. Yes, I love Stephanie's new name too. And I got to fix my Nightbot on that too. Oh, I appreciate it, Stephanie. Thank you for coming. I know you're busy. I almost messaged you this morning. Yes, she did. She found Stephanie. Do you mind putting in the name Corey Denton? Is that right? That is like one of Yvette's favorite designers. She found a ton. Corey Dantini, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yvette found like the treasure trove under the dragon of fabric from this Corey Dantini, and Yvette bought a ton of it. Yeah, she did go a little nuts, but in the situation she was in, I probably would have too. Oh, well, Lori, I hope you do get caught up. That video is well worth the watch. Stephanie's, I'm sure, is. I just literally haven't breathed this week. And I thought today I was going to be able to, there's like 3 videos I want to get out. Well, you see, there you go, Stephanie. If it was Corey Yoder, I'm a Lori Holt fan. I love Lori Holt fabric. So, and all Lori Holt with all Lori Holt. I think most designers use similar color palettes, at least for several collections. So if you get, older fabric from a designer that you really love, that's a score. And Yvette definitely scored. She got a ton of it. And she was telling Stephanie, oh, I have some fabric for you. And Stephanie's like, there's only one I want. Ooh, I have seen Prairie, but I haven't ordered any yet. Oh, Sherlock's hiding. But I have looked at the Prairie. Like I said, I just haven't ordered it. And I still need to finish a chicken salad. That's on my list for today. Yeah, that Prairie's pretty. Has she got a new quilt pattern out for that? For a minute, of course, because it's raining. All right, am I back now? Yeah, we won't tell on you for hiding from hubby, Sherlock. But yeah, Prairie is on my list, and she has some new simple shapes out for, oh, quilt seeds patterns. Piece of paper. I cleared my desk off before I started sewing quilt seeds. I will definitely check it out. The only thing I won't do like Lori is I won't paint my sewing machines, but I'll use spray paint for everything. Yeah, I do need to check those out for sure because I do like Lori Holt. I don't necessarily like that she brands everything with her name and markets it all. But I love the colors, and I actually have a Lori Holt coffee mug that I drink out of. Well, of course she is, Sherlock. She sells fabric. Do you have those patterns in your shop, Stephanie? Yes, she's a bad influence on fabric. The only thing I don't like normally about Lori Holt patterns is they waste a lot of fabric, in my opinion. In my opinion. Um, but they turn out so cute. I mean, they turn out super adorable. And my chicken salad that I made, I only bought a layer cake and a charm pack of the Lori Holt cookbook fabric. And then I used other Lori Holt fabric for the background and stuff. And that actually has turned out to be mostly enough. I still need a few pieces that I added in there. Oh, I will definitely message you, Stephanie. No problem at all. And I don't know if you heard earlier, I don't know when you came in, but I got a message from a subscriber who bought the manger quilt pattern that Stephanie at Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter uh, has been working on. And she offered a copy of it to me. So I'm going to get the pattern. I'm like, yes, I love applique. I'm not so big on foundation paper piecing, but I really want to do that. It is sweet. It's super sweet. I'm just like, thank you so much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It will be fun, fun, fun. And I will definitely message you. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not going to, you know her stuff. I can't believe that she had an extra copy of it or had a copy of it. It's not, it's like been out of print since '07 or something or 2014. But I actually had tried to get in touch with the writer of the pattern and haven't had any success. So then I was like looking at the obscure quilt shops that might have it tucked away in a corner. No luck there either. So amen to that. You've always got lots of work to do. Thanks, Stephanie. And I will send you a message. Yep, Sylvia's FPP patterns are up and going. And Sylvia, in case you guys have never done it, Sylvia's got a channel, and I believe that we've linked it, but go ahead and do it again. But Sylvia's got a channel where she works with FPP and explains it very simply. So if you have any interest at all in foundation paper piecing, you should definitely check out Sylvia's channel and her Etsy shop. Yep. I did put her Etsy shop in there. Back in Time Quilts. So that's in there for you. And right now she's got a bunch of patterns going up for Australian animals. Is that right, Sylvia? An emu. I don't know if there's a kangaroo in there yet, but a koala bear, something else. I want to say there's a penguin or something in there, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. I may be confusing the penguin with the owl because She has a really cute little owl pin cushion she made, and you can turn it into a penguin really easily. And so I want to play that. Yeah, I've got to fix. I want to play with the owl again and make a penguin. So I may be confused. But I need to fix my nightbot for Steph's name too. But yeah, definitely check that out. Emu, kangaroo, koala, wombat, crocodile, platypus. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Echidna? Echidna? Is that like, what kind of an animal is that? Roller skate? You've got a roller skate FPP? That's awesome. Echidna. Thank you, Kim. What kind of a critter is that? Is it an insect or? Definitely. Um, but yeah, Sylvia also did, and I've already moved it into the other room because that's where I like to play. Oh, like a porcupine? Okay. I'll look it up after we get done. But I moved the pattern that Sylvia put together for me into the other room because I want to sit in there and play with the rest of a kookaburra and play with the rest of my scraps and see what I can get for that. But she did the manger scene into a foundation paper piecing pattern for me from a picture that I sent her. Doing that in a video or online because I don't know, I don't have the pattern. I won't feel bad doing the other with the pattern. Yeah, Odie. Odie's the dog, right? And then Clifford. No, Clifford's the dog. Or are they both dogs? I know several people did Clifford. And I thought that was cute. Interesting, Kim. I didn't know you worked exotic animal sales, but that's definitely interesting. Yeah, Odie's okay. I was trying to make sure it was a dog because I wasn't 100%. It's been too long since I've had to keep track of what creatures were in what cartoons. I liked Garfield. The fact that he liked lasagna made him my favorite, you know. Not that I like lasagna or anything. I do, but it's a pain to make. I actually have a cheater recipe for the pressure cooker that I have. And I actually have a cheater recipe where you don't use any pasta that I used to make for years and years. We just called it lasagna bake. Oh, is mine buffering again, Mona? One of the reasons I'm trying not to bring lots of things up in front of my camera is because I know that makes it buffer more. So I try not to do that when I'm live. But we understand country internet. I have it. Stephanie has it from Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter. It's a pain. Sean brought the roller skate pattern. Awesome. Hey, Patty, how are you today? Are you back at work now? I think the other day you were on vacation and I was signing out as you were coming in. I can't do snakes, Kim. I could do most of the others, but I can't do snakes. Sean is a sweetheart. Yeah, I was getting rain and a little bit of high wind right before I came on. Mona Sylvia just did an animal quilt on her channel for ABCs, or not animals, but we were talking about her Etsy shop. She's got all those Australian animals that only get some FPP. Oh, I'm sorry, Patty. I'm so sorry. That's a huge loss in your life. Yeah, that's how one of mine went. Oh, I am very sorry. We Mine was a Rottweiler named Blake, and when he got down to where he was basically done, I fed him hamburger balls with Vicodin in them so he would go to sleep because we didn't want to take him and give him a shot. Isn't that what kids are good for, is for picking on us up until, a certain age? Mine sent me I sent him a message yesterday, no, the day before for his birthday. And I love you. Hope you have a great day, blah, blah, blah. He was like, yeah, it'll be a great day. We're going grocery shopping and out to dinner. He was like, that's it. I said, okay, well, sorry, I can't send water guns and, a cake, which is what we used to do when they were little. I'd always buy like the dollar store out of water guns, and all the kids would have water fights out in the yard. And yeah, exactly. Take the win. Take the win. But they loved it. They would like skip cake and ice cream to go have water fights. I bet a bison would be pretty. Well, tell your son to just away. He doesn't need to criticize your short. Oh, Patty, I am really sorry. Yeah, well, especially when you get in there and play with them, right, Mona? Water guns, water balloons. It was the only time I would ever let my kids point guns at each other. I wouldn't let them do it with any other toy gun, but with the water guns, I would. I know that sounds kind of strange, but we come from a family that uses guns to hunt and do different things. So the rule was always even toy guns weren't allowed to be pointed at each other. And so the water guns were a big exception. And yeah, always water guns for birthdays. And sometimes for Christmas if it was warm, since we're in Florida, but always for birthdays. July and August are when my kids' birthdays are. So the hottest months of the year down here anyway, it's 150 degrees in the shade. Let's have a water gun fight. That sounds like fun. I always got the hose though. I got the big fill up. They couldn't get me unless I got them first. We had fun. That was fun memories. They actually have both told their wives about that because I've heard it back from both my daughters-in-law. And I'm like, okay, that's funny. I'm glad they still enjoy it. Yeah, where was that? Was I see that? Okay, there you go, Cole. I like doing shorts. They're fun. They're get a little funny, do a little something different. And I'm obviously not embarrassed. I'll throw a rope bowl on my head or a hat. My hat's around here somewhere. Ah, hubby hasn't stolen it yet. He still hasn't stolen that. See? My little clown hat. I feel like, was it Red Felton? Red Skelton? Somebody like that. He used to wear a disreputable looking hat that looked like somebody had already beat it up. Mona, it runs small, so make a bigger hat than you think you need. Skelton, thank you. Hey, Deborah. The storm's rolling in. Ooh, that's not good. I'm thinking you're in Florida, right? Yeah, I like the ones who were funny without hurting anybody. Like Andrew Dice Clay used to insult people. I didn't like him, but I liked Eddie Murphy. He was dirty and all that, but he didn't like insult specific people. What's applique on leather? Illinois. Oh, well, I hope it all goes well. This is Mona. This is apple green cottage pattern. It runs small. Tracy gave me a pattern also that she got from, I think, Moda. I tried to put the link in my video for the live where I did the hat, and I couldn't get the link to transfer over without clicking open for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. But if you make the apple green cottage one, make it bigger. So that would be my advice. Yeah. Sylvia just whips everything out real fast. She's good. But yeah, it does run small. That's why I'm not like yanking it down on my head. I made the extra large version, and right here at the band, it's too tight. So I will probably add maybe a half inch all the way around whenever I get ready to do it. So my brim pieces, I'll add a 1/4 inch to the brim on each side, and then probably a 1/4 inch all the way around on the circumference of the hat, right? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to add some to it. Let me just put it that way. But it's cute for almost any fabric. I mean, every fabric that I've seen these little bucket hats made up from has been super cute. It's already tight, so I don't think elastic would help. Is that why, Tracy? Yeah. She put it in Discord, Colleen. Yeah, they're not hard to scale up at all. And even on this one here, I made the brim like a half an inch wider all the way around. I might even go a little further on that, because the reason we need hats down here is to keep the sun out of our eyes and off our faces. And even with that half inch that I added, I still think it needs a little more. I'm not big on sun hats, so I don't want like the 6-inch brim, but I'm thinking another half inch or inch on that hat would be really good. Yeah, I made an extra large for me. Like I said, that band is a little too tight around the top of my head. But yeah, they are easy to scale up. And I'm trying to see your picture, Patty. It looks like you've got a hat on in your picture. Elastic might help, but I think I'd have to make it bigger, then put elastic in it. You may be right about that circle versus oval thing, though, Tracy. A red cowboy hat? Cool. I don't know how to make it bigger while we're in chat, so I'll have to do that later. Awesome. Oh, okay. Well, then I will go look at Jess's video and get it's from Mood Fabrics, not from Moda. Oh, I watch Project Runway when I take a bath. You want a chili cook-off with a vegetarian chili recipe? I'm shocked, Patty. That's awesome. Usually it's the more meat, the merrier. Sylvia, I bet you don't look bad in a hat either, but I'm not big on hats. But I will go look for that and see if I can get that link. Yeah, I like chili. Okay. I'll definitely look at that and try to put the link up. Because if it's a better pattern, it's a better pattern. There's just no two ways about that. I don't like the big sun hats. I want one big enough to keep the sun out of my eyes. And I need one where I'm sitting at. There's a window like right in front of me. I need it from like 5:30 to 6:30 in the morning. And the sun just hits it just right to come in and blind you and make you feel like you're under interrogation lights. Where were you on the night of August the 26th or whatever? I can download it, but then I can't get the link to be able to share it, Tracy. That sounds good, Patty. That sounds really good. Making canned chili. And Sylvia, I thought beans were like the staple food of the UK. Baked beans on toast, baked beans with breakfast, etc. Oh, you can share it in here. That's right, Tracy. You've got a wrench. I don't know why we always go to food. Maybe because I was talking about Kim, because she's a feeder. She feeds everybody. Is that the pattern, Colleen? Aren't kidney beans what they make baked beans with? Am I wrong? I thought kidney beans were what they use. Colleen is the bomb. The fastest draw in the West. She is the fastest draw in the West. Oh, see, I thought baked beans were like baked beans here. I can up pinto and kidney beans, and then I put whatever. Haricot beans are green beans, right, Sylvia? Sorry, I don't know. I use pinto and kidney beans for everything. So yeah, because we buy them in bulk. I buy them like anywhere from 4 pounds up at a time. You use navy beans? See, I do like navy beans, great northern beans, white beans, whatever you call them. That's what I use to make like the beans that I just eat with meals. Yeah, the now I can't think of the name of that company. I can hear the bean, the dog though. I don't know. Bush's baked beans. There you go. There you go. Yeah, where the dog threatens to tell the recipe all the time. Yeah, I like those beans. I like my own better because um, now I can make. Okay, definitely. I'll check it out, Tracy. Um, I like baked beans in a can, but I like making my own because I can cut the sugar down. I'll use molasses, but then I use like Splenda mixed with brown sugar, and that tastes better to me. Okay, guys, I think we've shared all the links for everybody and the patterns. Yeah, anything I can cut out of and salt, especially since hubby had a stroke in December. I've never seen Branson beans in a tin. Of course, I've never seen Heinz baked beans either. So you must get slightly different brands than we do, Sylvia. But I like baked beans. I like baked beans with barbecued chicken, which is like, let's kill ourselves with sugar there. All right. Okay, guys, you all have a great day. I appreciate you watching and hanging out with me. And hopefully next time we meet, we'll be doing something fun. Yeah, I'm going to look for the mood pattern also because I want to see how that one comes out versus the one I already made. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Love you guys.